Hey, what's up guys? It is Lucky Sniping back with my second video of the week. Like I said, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Right after that I'm going to tell you some information. Next week Thursday, the upload, or next week Tuesday, the upload is either going to be late as in 6, maybe 5 or 6, or a Wednesday, Thursday upload next week. Or just a good video, or just take my time and do one good video Thursday, and then it's gonna resume Tuesday, Thursday, because I have a driving lesson Tuesday after school, and if you guys don't know, I have to drive for an hour, and then the other person in the car, I have to sit for an hour, so I'll be gone for 2 hours after school, so I won't get back until 5, and usually my driving instructors don't make me too happy after our lessons, so that's that. Anyway, this video's up early today because I'm not feeling good. I just came home from school, all that good stuff. I've been sitting downstairs all morning watching, I don't know if any of you guys know Exploring with Josh or Exploring are the proper people, but they explore like abandoned places. The one I was watching, they explored an abandoned nuclear missile silo, and it was pretty cool, pretty interesting. So right here, this battle is majority of the clip. This guy, I could just not hit him. Right now in my line, I am going down the tiger, like the tiger line to get to the tiger, and once I get down there more, once I get to both the Tiger 2 10.5 centimeter version, I'm gonna switch over lines to the Leopard. So I'm gonna get the Leopard and then the Leopard PT, whatever. Forget the last one's name. But it's a rank 5 German medium tank. After that, I'm still gonna have my Tiger 2. Depending on the Tiger, I'm probably gonna keep it. Probably gonna keep the Tiger 2. Get the Leopards, and then go back on the heavy tank line and get the Mouse or the Maws, and then I'm probably gonna scooch my way over to the Soviet lines because the KV2 in this game is OP, and I'm probably gonna end up buying a tank. I'm probably gonna end up buying the T-29. It's a premium tank on here, or the Tiger 2. It's also a premium tank, known as the King Tiger version. Depends on how well I like the 10.5 centimeter version or whatever. But anyway, Zane's more focusing on planes, and after this video gets uploaded, or after I'm done adding my commentary into this, because if you guys don't know, I record and then I add my commentary so you guys can actually hear me. But I'm going to go play some planes, I think, and try to go down the line that I want to go down. It's a bomber line. There's 2 bomber lines, one's better than the other. The one I'm going down is a World War II version of the German stealth plane. So if you guys don't know, stealth planes weren't invented until the late 90s, maybe early 90s, late 80s, mid 80s, one of them. I know they're a fairly recent version, like the B-2 bomber that you guys seen in some alien movies where it drops a nuke on the big mothership. They have no tails. Most planes, as you can see in the end of this clip, most planes have a tail, and that's the part, like, you got your body and your wings, and then the tail's the part that comes from behind the wings and goes up, kind of acts as a steering rod on the older planes. Well, anyway, it's the first version. It has no tail. It looks like the wings, it's kind of shaped like a V, and pretty much it is a V with it just comes back like a V, and the thing's shaped as a V. There's no tail. It was an experimental craft built by the German Air Force, the Luftwaffe. In the late years of the war, it probably would have changed the course of the war because the radar technology back then wasn't too good. Its stealth technology was fairly good, but you could kind of still tell it was a plane, or a bad interpreter might say it's a flock of birds or something. But anyway, it was fairly good, and it was so fast that I don't know if any of you guys know, the Germans bombed Britain over and over and over and over again. They were the Germans really didn't have an idea that we had a radar until later in the war. And when they tried to bomb, after they took over France, they tried to bomb Britain over and over again, but we knew, and we were able to tell our forces to get ready, get the AA guns up, that's anti-aircraft, and get our aircraft up. And this right here, I thought he was alive, the bullets reflecting, I thought he was shooting at me, but yeah, anyway, minus that. So this plane, I was watching the documentary on it, and the traditional bombers, the ones with the tails, they would fly, and then it said this one was so fast that if it went, it would go, it's like 600 miles an hour speed compared to like 200, 400, and it's so fast that it could just fly right past our traditional bombers. It was so fast that before we were even ready, it would already go bomb London and return home, fuel up, and be on its way back. It was pretty much one of the fastest planes of its time. It's like years ahead of their technology. Like Germans were the first they weren't the first guys to build tanks. The French were, and the Brits were, but them were just big armored things with tracks meant for going through no man's land in World War I and running over the minefields. Well, the Germans, or the French, had a modification, kind of modern tank. It had a 13mm gun on it, I think. I'm probably wrong, but it was like, you know, you got your turret turning, you got room for more than, it's a 2-person tank. But then the Germans made their cool tanks, like you can see here, the Panzer III. 3 tanks, rotating turret, decent sized gun. And then towards the later years of the war, you got the 88mm mounted on the 100mm thick Tiger that our M4 Shermans could not go up against. The saying by tank commanders in World War II for M4 Sherman drivers was, if he sees you first, you're dead. If we see him first, we're dead. So that pretty much means they knew they had no chance. Our 76mm, I think that's what they were. They're either 76. I'm pretty sure they were 76. They didn't really do, unless you got it from the side, but if it was facing you, ready to ambush you, one Tiger could take out a squad of German airplanes. One Tiger, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering so bad here. One Tiger could take out a squad of M4s. As you can see in the movie Fury, I don't know if any of you guys saw it, they had to get to the side of it and behind of it in order to penetrate it. Front and side shots usually bounce anyway. And then came the Tiger II, the King Tiger. They only made a couple hundred, maybe. I think it's 1,200. I don't even think it's 1,200. I know they made very few. They were the most powerful tank of World War II. And then after World War II, the Soviets created the IS-7. That tank is in World of Tanks. It's one of the best tanks. It's like, I'm pretty sure it entered production right after the war ended, or right before the war ended. and then we came out with the M26 Pershing, and then we're the Cold War tanks. We mass produced them, sent them everywhere. We were ready for all out war just like we are today. I don't know if you guys pay attention to news or whatever, but current relations between US, Russia, yabba yabba, we're entering, the relations are the lowest they've been since the Cold War. So we're entering a new stage of possibly a Cold War. But anyway, I hope you guys like this little history lesson. I needed something to talk about for 11 freaking minutes. But let me know if you guys are liking War Thunder gameplay. It's been Lucky Sniping. Let's get them subs up there. I'll see you guys later next Tuesday.